What if all sports balls weighed 10 pounds?
So we said that all the balls are 10 pounds, but they stay the same size and shape. So they look exactly the same.
They're just much
they just weigh
denser,
10 pounds.
Generally, yeah.
And they have all like the same properties and stuff. So like if a ball is bouncy, then it's still bouncy.
Mm-hmm.
And the first sport that I looked at was soccer. So a normal soccer ball weighs 1 pound. So 10 times that. And some of the problems I saw here were pretty similar to the volleyball problems. It's harder to kick. You could actually maybe like or injure yourself kicking it. You could potentially trip over the ball just because it's so heavy. A lot of people tripping.
Unlike regular soccer, where no one ever trips.
No one ever fake trips.
Yep.
And then a lot of soccer players, they like headbutt the ball and chest bump the ball. You definitely won't be able to do that.
Unless you have a big mushroom Zorb on top of you.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I guess your Zorb ball thing could work for all sports. It's a universal sport thing.
I've actually seen like bumper soccer where they do like not covering the head, it's like a ring around them, like a fat ring, like from shoulders to like mid-thigh.
Like one of those like sumo wrestler costumes.
Yeah.
Like one of those sumo wrestler costumes, but it's just like around you in the donut shape. And they play soccer, but it's like contact soccer, and then you just run into each other.
That's amazing.
Actually, I think I've seen that too.
Yeah, in fact, I have too.
Yeah, so those are the problems, and I wanted to try to solve them. So my first solution, just in general, just make the field smaller, just so it's easier to kick the ball, like, to where you need to go.
Right.
And then instead of kicking the ball, because I feel like we don't really want to have people, like, breaking their feet and stuff. So instead of kicking, you're just going to give it all the players sledgehammers, and that's how they're going to hit the ball.
So it's basically polo, but with
Sort
no horses
of.
and with sledgehammers.
I mean, you can make the sledgehammers like foot-shaped.
That counts, right?
Yeah.
It's funny you bring that up because it is spoilers, a small part of my answer. But
foot-shaped sledgehammers?
Not foot-shaped, just sledgehammers.
Oh, okay.
And I came across it under the sport Mondo Croquet.
Oh man!
Okay.
I'm guessing bowling balls and sledgehammers.
Yep, just croquet with bowling, balls and sledgehammers. But the image, there's only one image associated with this sport, and this dude, I'm gonna describe him from, I guess, the bottom up. He's got, his sledgehammer on the ground. He's wearing brown shoes. He's got jeans with a rip at the knee, and then he's wearing a nice dress shirt, a red suit jacket. And then what I'm pretty sure is a bronzed hat. Like a top hat.
I just found the image. I posted it in our Discord that we use to communicate with each other. I will also put it up on Facebook when this episode comes out because it is incredible.
Yeah, and then in addition to this crazy looking man who's like very intently staring at his bowling ball that is like 3 inches away from him, there's also just a stake in the ground with a pink stuffed animal elephant with that's holding a little heart.
Oh, that's an elephant. I was wondering what that was.
And so I just he just seems to be, he appears to be just in the middle of like an intersection, like in one of those island greenery, or just like an island in the middle of like 4 big roads. So I don't know what came to be that this picture happened, but I want to be part of it.
Okay, no. So what this is the 16th annual Mondo Croquet and Mad Hatter Picnic in Portland.
So you got to go to Portland.
There are more images, actually. So, yeah, we're going to have a Facebook post about this, definitely. There's apparently a group photo, a bunch of people who are decked out as such.
I don't understand what the theme is.
The theme is hats and Mondo Croquet.
Yep.
Okay.
So, foot sledgehammers.
Yes, foot sledgehammers. The problem with the foot sledgehammers is it kind of, adds to the danger problem with like falling balls. Like falling 10-pound balls on like your head and stuff, because like in soccer a lot of times they would kick it up really high and then to like guide it back down to the ground they'll like chest bump it or something and it goes to the ground. They won't be able to do that, and there'd be like a really big danger of just like getting hit by the ball. So to solve this, I think everyone would just be wearing suits of armor.
Everyone would just be covered in trampolines.
Yeah, it works for both.
I do like the suit of armor idea.
Yeah, so everyone's in the suit of armor. Obviously, it's hard to run in a suit of armor with a sledgehammer. So I think people just aren't going to run in this sport anymore. They're going to have like their one spot. Maybe they can like walk around a little bit, but it's not going to be a running sport anymore. So you're going to have to like position each player in strategic spots, basically just spread out in like lines or whatever, something throughout the field. And the goalkeepers, I think, because the goalkeepers are also going to be wearing a suit of armor because obviously they're in the most danger. So I think there's going to be 3 goalkeepers because they're not going to be able to move around. You need 3 goalkeepers. And that means that there are 13 players instead of 11 players on each team, which is what foosball has. And I've just created giant foosball.
I like had hints of it, and I was gonna stop you if you didn't say foosball.